Alright guys, Forsaken's got some major news, from what's happening with Flowers to Purple Guy's new animations, and a few big details you might have missed. Let's get into it! So, Flowers is an upcoming killer that's supposed to come to Forsaken. But recently, thanks to Vibing Leaf, we've got new information about whether Flowers will actually be added or not. As of right now, Flowers is in limbo. There won't be any progress made until a proper decision has been reached, but luckily, Flowers isn't scrapped. Just pause for now. The devs are mainly waiting for the Forsaken team to resolve the situation behind the scenes. Once that's settled, we'll probably get an update on whether Flowers will finally make their return. The community seems relieved to hear that Flowers wasn't scrapped outright, and that it wasn't due to anyone saying, "I don't want to be associated with Forsaken." People are thankful that the team is taking the time to figure out a solution instead of rushing to cancel the killer entirely. Many fans love Flowers, and seeing them scrapped would have been another heartbreak for the community. If Flowers eventually leaves Limbo, it'll be great news, but if the current situation isn't resolved, Forsaken itself might find itself walking into that same limbo. Still, it's clear the devs are passionate about the game, and after all the time they've spent on it, it wouldn't make sense to give up now. Flowers might not be coming anytime soon, but at least we have confirmation about what's going on. There's even a chance that the model, SFX, and animations for Flowers, like their moveset, are already in progress. Based on what's been shown from the early scrapped version, the devs could be refining assets that were already made. Hopefully, Flowers doesn't end up scrapped entirely. Do you want to see Flowers finally return to Forsaken?
Oops.
Now on to Purple Guy, a scrapped skin that could return to Forsaken. We now have the full model from Alexis Funny, and it looks incredible. The new design is extremely detailed, taking inspiration from Go Gator, with Purple Guy's shredded physique on full display, his chest literally popping out. He's also getting the blue and red eyes featured in the original version. Alex even did a live stream showing himself working on the animations for Purple Guy, including walking, running, walk speed override.
Oops. This is the old walk speed override. Start.
And several other animations still in progress. He's clearly cooking with this one, giving the skin a proper revival and ensuring it won't be forgotten. The community is loving this new remodel, calling it one of the best looking reworks so far. Honestly, this could inspire other forgotten or scrapped skins to come back with brand new designs. It's also something the game really needs, especially for certain skins that players have been disappointed with, like the Living Legend John Doe skin. That one had a steep price, but very little to offer beyond custom SFX and ability effects, which most John Doe skins already have. There have also been a few complaints about the chase theme, though that's still up for debate. Either way, it's amazing to see Purple Guy revived with such attention to detail. Will we see this skin return in-game anytime soon? So the official Forsaken account posted a tweet containing a decrypted message along with an image showing all of the survivors. There were a ton of theories about what this text could mean, with one key theory figuring out that the message included HTTP status codes shown in a specific order, possibly representing a sequence or a piece of history. When ordered correctly, the result was these codes here. This could actually be hinting at guest 666, with the numbers representing him as an outcast, and how Noob was the only one who accepted him. The code 300 might mean that Noob could have prevented everything, while 300 and 201 could symbolize the Spectre finding G666. Then 500 and 410 may represent G666 being gone, or corrupted and influenced by the Spectre. However, the post itself shows all of the survivors, so it could also be teasing something related to one of them, or even a piece of lore involving 007 Steven, considering the decrypted message. This message could also be tied to the Noob and G666ARG, with the error code cipher leading players to a game told from Sixer's point of view. After finishing the game, players get kicked out and see another secret message. Sixer getting angry at Noob for leaving him. The only confirmation we've gotten so far regarding this decrypted message was speculation that it could be a U2's link, though this was unconfirmed by Isaac and likely not connected to the message itself. There are still a lot of theories floating around, but it does seem like the mystery might have been solved, though, as always, who really knows? Forsaken has returned to its horror roots with this new sneak peek of one of John Doe's milestone skin redesigns. This looks disgustingly good. There are now eyes embedded in his arm, and I think I just developed arachnophobia from looking at that thing. It seems as if John Doe's arm is a living being. The way it looks makes it seem like it's breathing. We can infer that the roots have completely taken over his body, kind of similar to the overgrown skin. However, we can barely see his face, but it seems like there's a picture covering it, possibly a photo of John and Jane Doe, his wife. And here's the crazy part. This isn't even his milestone for skin. There's no way. This could actually be his M3 instead. That's insane. If this is M3, then M for must be something terrifying. Some are even suggesting the M for skin could resemble Gaiga's from Earthbound. We also got the concept made by Gubblegum, and I can't lie, it's starting to look like the old Dignity skin. The eyes on the arm are back again, so it might have been reused here, which honestly isn't a bad thing because Dignity's effects were incredible. This sneak peek also came with a quote, "Tears ran down my face, and I could barely recognize you." With that line, we can assume it's from Jane's perspective, seeing how far the corruption has spread and how the man she once loved has become a monster. It's great to finally get more lore details from these sneak peeks, similar to the Guest 666 render that had everyone speculating about its hidden meaning. At least now we know John Doe's milestone for skin is going to look disturbing. Because if this one isn't even recognizable, then what on earth will M for look like? I think it's officially time to get John Doe to level 100, because with what the devs are cooking here, the next update's about to go insane. We've also got another newbie skin coming to the game, a community skin called Lovebug, made by Coldprian. This one kind of reminds me of the cat skin we saw in the last sneak peek, but still feels completely different. The concept art is insanely detailed. The skateboard, knee pads, and handkerchief all have heart symbols on them, perfectly matching the name Lovebug. I could honestly see this skin costing around $1,000 to $2,000, since most skins with custom animations and items tend to be pricier, just like the Pico Chance skin, which still costs a ton with its custom Uzi and coin changes. There's also another concept skin called Spray Painter that could still be added to the game. The detail is crazy, a dedicated spray can theme that makes total sense to add, but we'll have to wait and see. There's another skin hidden in plain sight. It's this black and white one, probably inspired by the monochrome 1X skin. Since she's got a TV for a head, it might be a nod to classic 1980s televisions, or even a callback to when everything was black and white back in the day. This could even be a Y2K skin for V, and since there are many variants of that style, it could clearly be one of them. So many cool things that we could see later this year in Forsaken. If these actually drop, they could completely change the game. Subscribe and hit the bell for more Forsakening it.